right, we're going to read the book that goes with our writing this morning, and it is Thank You, Mr. Panda, and it was written and illustrated by Steve Antony. Now remember, when somebody writes a book, that's called the author. When somebody draws the pictures, it's called the illustrator. A lot of times the person who writes the book, he draws the picture too, so he's both. He's author and illustrator. I like this book today because it reminds us to have good manners, and it's also a very simple book. So when you start writing out, keep it simple. Don't make it too hard on yourselves. And then gradually, with more and more practice, you get better and better. So thank you, Mr. Panda. All the presents. That's a lot of presents. Who are all the presents for, Mr. Panda? My friends, he says. Excuse me. See at the top it says, my friends. Get these pages to turn. This is for Mouse. A present for me, Mr. Panda. And he puts it on and he says, but it's too big. It's the thought that counts. So do you think that that was very polite of the mouse to say, oh, this is too big? See his little shirt? It's too big, instead of just saying thank you. That wasn't having very good manners, was it? This is for Octopus. A gift for me, Mr. Panda? Puts him on. But I have 8 legs. It's the thought that counts. So that also was not very polite of Mr. Octopus to say, well, I've got 8 legs, buddy. You didn't make one for my other 2. That wasn't very nice. He should have just said thank you. This is for Elephant. I will open it later. Do you think that was a little rude too, instead of opening it and telling Mr. Panda thank you? And this is for Mountain Goat. Oh, he has to be in a hot air balloon because mountain goats live at the top of what? Mountains. Something for me, Mr. Panda? It's too long. It's the thought that counts. So the whole time this little lemur keeps saying, it's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts. He's trying to remind everyone to have what? Good manners. Who is the last present for, Mr. Panda? It's for you. Thank you, Mr. Panda. So out of all of Mr. Panda's friends, who had the best manners? This guy, Mr. Lemur. He had the best manners. You're welcome. But remember, it's the thought that counts. He got him big underwear. And look at them all wearing their silly clothes. I like it. But this was a book about good manners. Tomorrow we'll read another Mr. Panda book that talks about good manners. But for right now, we're going to go right into our writing lesson where we're still working on brainstorming, and we're going to make a new list today. So stay tuned.